Before the first heartbeat, before oceans, before life, there was only fire. From chaos and stone, something extraordinary began to stir. This is the story of how lifeless matter learned to live. About 4.6 billion years ago, inside a quiet arm of the Milky Way, a cloud of gas and cosmic dust began to swirl. Under gravity's pull, it collapsed, igniting a new star, our Sun. Around it formed a glowing ball of molten rock, the young Earth. But this was no paradise. Oceans of magma, toxic skies, and relentless storms raged across the planet. Yet within this chaos, the seeds of life were quietly forming. How did lifeless matter learn to breathe? How did simple chemistry become the spark of life? Let's journey through Earth's greatest transformation. In its earliest age, Earth was a world of fire. Lava flowed like rivers. Continents didn't exist, and the air was thick with methane, ammonia, hydrogen, nitrogen, and water vapor, but not a trace of oxygen. Meteors pelted the surface, and volcanoes shook the ground. Slowly, over millions of years, the planet cooled. Molten rock hardened, steam thickened into clouds, and the stage was set for a transformation that would change everything. The birth of oceans, and with them, life's first chemical playground. Then came the rain, not for hours but millions of years. Each drop sizzled as it struck hot rocks, cooling the planet gradually. Craters and basins filled, oceans formed, and the fiery red earth slowly turned blue. Within these primordial seas, chemistry found its stage. Water, the universal solvent, became the cradle where the first molecules of life would meet, collide, and transform. In these ancient oceans, a cosmic experiment unfolded. Lightning flashed, volcanoes rumbled, and sunlight poured energy into the waves. Methane, ammonia, hydrogen, and water vapor collided in a storm of chemistry. Small molecules danced and linked together, forming amino acids, sugars, and fatty acids, the building blocks of life. Billions of years later, in 1953, scientists Stanley Miller and Harold Urey recreated this miracle in a laboratory. They mixed the same gases and added electric sparks, and within days, amino acids appeared. Their experiment proved that life's ingredients could arise naturally from chemistry, not magic. These amino acids clung to mineral surfaces, forming longer chains called peptides, precursors to proteins. Energy molecules like phosphates began storing power in high-energy bonds, the kind of bonds ATP uses to fuel every living cell today. Fatty acids self-assembled into tiny bubbles, trapping molecules inside. These microscopic spheres could grow, absorb nutrients, and even divide. The first protocells, whispering the earliest words of creation. To progress from chemistry to biology, life needed memory. RNA, ribonucleic acid, became both messenger and maker. It could store chemical instructions and copy itself, passing information forward to the next generation of molecules. This mysterious RNA world bridged simple chemistry and the first living cells, setting the foundation for evolution. DNA and proteins, life gains. Struck eventually, DNA emerged, the ultimate archive of life's blueprint. RNA carried messages from DNA to ribosomes, the tiny factories where amino acids joined into proteins, the builders of all living structures. DNA was memory, RNA was messenger, and proteins were builders. Together, they formed life's core machinery, powering every cell and organism on Earth. About 3.8 billion years ago, life finally awakened in the oceans. Near hydrothermal vents, microbes thrived without sunlight, feeding on Earth's chemical energy. They multiplied, adapted, and spread. Some later discovered sunlight as a new power source, inventing photosynthesis and releasing oxygen into the air. The sky that once choked with toxic gases slowly turned blue. Life had begun to transform its own planet. The first plants appeared long before animals, filling the oceans and land with oxygen and food, laying the groundwork for complex ecosystems. From simple molecules to amino acids to protocells, RNA, DNA, and proteins, chemistry became biology. Lightning and UV light sparked molecules. Minerals and water guided their assembly. And over billions of years, life emerged. From chaos came order. From chemistry came biology. And from simplicity, the spark of life itself. Please subscribe to our channel, Story of Everything 2.0, and stay tuned for our next videos.